Hey, alright, here we are, playing a little bit of Minecraft, doing some Minecraft therapy, and today, we've done it. Well, more than today, but yeah, we made all the trees. These are all the spiral swamp trees. It took me forever to get them all in there, and what we ended up doing, let's see here, boop, yep, what we ended up doing was we made a metric crap ton of them, and I even made a really big one there on the outside island, to kind of bring it all together. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. This is going to be the end of this place for a while. No, the thing that we would come back here for would be to grab some more mending books and stuff, and then I think if we did that, we'd make the giant steamboat out here, a big one that's pulled in. But I'm gonna save that for like a later adventure. But I'm very happy with the area that we have now. It's super enjoyable, and if I need to get a bunch of vines, this is the place to get it. By putting the vines on all these, they got dense in the process of making this. So if I need to trim and make some vines, it's no problem. So yeah. I threw in a bunch of uh, I just bone mealed the ground in a bunch of places to get some grass and flowers back in, and speckled in a bunch of fireflies and bushes. And one of the other things is because these trees they grew up, and then the weight of the branches just bent them all over, and they're all held over like that, so it's part of their process. There's not a lot of variety in them, but I just wanted to really just get in with this design, and I could see how I can add variety with different kind of stuff now. And then at the very top of it, it's like when they spiraled up around like a dirt clod of around a firefly bush. So they all have a little dirt clod with a firefly bush at the top of the little spiral. And yeah. Um, so if we cruise over this way to the big one, on this outside island, um, it's gonna take a while. I just finished it. Um, uh, for all the vines to grow down and encapsulate this. But that's just part of it, and I'm excited. It's big. Like I said, they're pretty uniform right now. But if I were to add more to a different place, or to do some, just to add more, I could do varieties with like one branch going down, maybe some pre weighted down by the bushes, and yeah, there's a lot of ways to add variety to them. They do look kind of sparse, with the diagonal blocks going the way that they are, but in the end, um, uh, I was thinking about it a lot like the achachi trees, and how they have diagonals on them too, and they exist just fine. And I figured, what, I'll let these ones exist in that same kind of whimsical plane. They don't have to be super bulky. They don't all go in the same direction. Some of them are like kind of ram into each other. I try to a little bit of randomization on where I would start the spiral, and then when it finished, that's the direction that I went with. I could have went with them all going in the same direction so that they were like wind blown all in one way. That would have been cool too. But I just gave myself a little bit of variety. Some of these have grown into the pens, and the pigs they escape. Now they can climb up the vines and hop out, and so I have to clean up the pigs a little bit every now and then. But that's no big deal. Just for funsies. And yeah, um, uh, this place has been very good to work on and build up. It was not a needed project, but it turned into a needed project. The characteristic of this area has definitely changed, and it's become a mecca, a place, a ground zero, a place to go back home to. So it feels good to know that this would be a good spot to come back to and visit and add to, even though it's thousands and thousands of blocks away from the main hub of stuff. I could grab a mending villager and take them back, but I think having the journey to come here and snag them, snag the books, will be good. We'll be just able to load up a whole inventory of books when we leave, and and then we'll be ready to go. We have the mending book, mending what's it called? Mending Unbreaking book in our ender chest. So this one right here, and that's what the one that we need when we go grab some new wings. We'll be able to make to make those. We'll need a anvil with us as well. We'll have to change what we have in here. I might have an anvil in here. Anyway, we'll get that when we head back. We'll probably head back via our ghast. That takes like an hour or something like that by ghast or so. And then yeah, say goodbye to this place for now and head back that way. And I think it's time to do our to go into the end and do our dragon fight. And yeah, um, it's the therapy for today is you're gonna deal with bog skeletons, and they have poisonous arrows in this area, and that poison is like it's like people poison when you're interacting with people, and you start to get um uh, affected by your attitude and how it you're interacting with them. Um, you become the poison because you are in choice. You're in control of how the world is, around you, to a degree. So, my ability to survive in the world is, even though I'm around people that I would consider may be poisonous to my well-being. It's not the people. It's me. I'm the poison, even though it's the interaction between us. It's how I perceive it. It's how I deal with it. And the thing about poison is that in Minecraft it takes you down to like 1 HP, and you'll survive. But in real life, that poison can do a lot of things to you. It can make you do things that it will cause pain to others. It will make it so that things can dangerous. It can spread. It can become toxic. So how you deal with poison um, when you're around others, that situation is is scary because you're getting down low in life, and you're at your last heart, and you feel like, hey man, I don't think I can take any more of this, but you keep toughing it out, and you keep going along, and but that poison, that toxicity lives inside of you, and if you hold back on it, if you let it build up in you, you you're not gonna be you're not gonna be doing okay. So you gotta escape that poison. You gotta get away from those bog monsters, even though they come out every night. You gotta find a way to escape and and recover. And that recovery isn't based on others, just like the poison isn't. That's on you. You got to figure out how to recover from all that stuff. So that's my therapy bit for today. Is that people are poison, and try to survive. Anyway, be well, take care, take luck, and know that even the corkscrew swamp trees had to grow around a firefly bush to to grow. So you as well must find something bright to grow around, to survive, to spiral around the fractal. Later.